What is the transactional analysis model? The transactional analysis model, also known as the PAC model, is a part of the transactional analysis theory. It helps us understand how we presently communicate with others, and the best mode to communicate to ensure success. The model is based on the theory that we all have three different ego states: the parent, the adult, and the child. The parent represents learned behaviors, values, and attitudes inherited from figures such as parents and teachers. Parents might say, "Because I said so, that's why. Do as I say, not as I do. Under no circumstances. Or you should always do your best." An adult, on the other hand, draws on our understanding and analysis of our external and internal environment. Adults keep our parent and child in check. They may say things like, "Let's analyze before deciding. I understand your perspective. Let's break down the problem." Or "Let's take a step back." We then have the child, which is represented as the expression of feelings, thoughts, and emotions that are being replayed from childhood. The child might say things like, "That's not fair at all. I'm excited. Can we do it again? I'm scared of what might happen." Or "I'm not good enough for that." So what are the PAC theory developments? In more recent times, transactional analysis has developed beyond these theories. The original parent and child components were divided to form a new model. This development introduces controlling and nurturing aspects of the parent, and the adapted and free aspects of the child. Parent is now split into two ego states: nurturing, which represents more affirming and pleasant qualities of what parents and society do for a person, and critical, which is behaviors represented by the corrective behaviors of real parents, and the prohibitive messages of society. However, adult remains as a single ego state, which can draw on the resources of both parent and child, and negotiate between the two. Whereas child is now also split into two ego states. Adapted, which represents human response which has some negativity, resistance, reaction, and deeper hostility. So, how do we apply PAC to day-to-day life? According to the theory, when we communicate with others, we do so from our preferred ego states. The first ego state is a critical parent. Someone in critical parent mode may use body language that is angry or impatient, such as finger pointing, fist clenching, or having no personal boundaries. The language of the critical parent may be judgmental, critical, or patronizing. The second ego state of the parent is the nurturing parent. Someone in nurturing parent mode may use body language that is gentle and patient, such as encouraging gestures, open posture, or active listening. The language of the nurturing parent may be caring, encouraging, or loving, such as praising accomplishments, empathetic responses, problem solving, and guidance. Moving on to the adult, someone in adult mode shows interest and pays attention. They are not defensive or threatening in any way. A conversation with them would be reasonable, straightforward, and oriented towards problem solving. They tend to ask for information before forming opinions and use logic statements such as true and false, possibly, and probably. They don't force their opinions on you as if talking to a child, but will offer their own thoughts in a non-dogmatic way, such as I think, I realize, and I believe. We then have the child ego states. First is the adapted child. An individual who is in their adapted child mode often behaves more emotionally than they do at other times, which could be sad, angry, or depressed. They may use the body language of a child, such as foot stamping, shrugging, or giggling. An individual who is in their free child mode exhibit behaviors that are authentic, creative, and expressive, such as independence, curiosity, or spontaneity. They may use the body language of a child, such as relaxed posture, facial expressions, or eye contact. Remember, when you are trying to identify ego states, words are only part of the overall message. Only 7% of communication is the actual words spoken. 38% the tone of voice, and 55% body language. So in summary, the pack model helps you to understand more clearly what is taking place between two people in a situation, as well as to help you understand yourself and your own reactions. Once you have an understanding of your own parent, adult and child, you have increased choice of which ego state to adopt, which signals to send, and where to send them. This enables us to make the most of our communications and create and maintain better relationships.